Hello, my name is Tosh Berman,
My name is Menoh.
and this video is about people who was in the documentary Who is Luna Menoh? But not Luna Menoh, who is in the documentary, but there's lots of people in the documentary as well.
Yes.
Lots of interesting people are in the documentary.
Yes. Today is
First word comes from Luna. Luna says, "That's more European with a twist of Japanese." And of course, Luna's nunchucks are totally monster. Who is Luna? Menoh. I was kind of surprised I'd never heard of her before because she's been doing so much work for so long. She's all about the artificial.
Robert Greene.
Robert
Oh
Greene.
my God.
Who is Robert Greene? Who is Robert Greene? I know. Can I tell you who Robert Greene is?
Please.
I met Robert sometime in the 1990s when I was the director and curator at Beyond Baroque Literary Arts Center. And over a short period of time, Robert came to me with a project of doing his plays. He wrote short one-act plays. And we organized a one-act night of plays by Robert Greene. And I think we did like a 1-week performance of his plays. And when I first met Robert, I met him as he was a playwright to me. But Robert emerged into something of a different type of writer over the periods of time. He wrote a book called 48 Laws of Power.
Yes. It's translated so many different countries.
Everybody from Castro to Tosh Berman and Luna Menoh read this book.
Yes, it's a very interesting book.
And
Very interesting.
And he wrote The Art of Seduction, and he wrote other books of that sort. And what's interesting about 48 Laws of Power is it's a book about power. It could be read as a how-to-get power book, but it's also about
More than that.
More about the
Yeah.
history of power.
Yes, how the historical people use the power for different aspect of the power.
Now, what's interesting is how the book is marketed through, and what the book is for, people who need. It's sort of a self-help book for people who want to learn how to get power or how to be more
Yes.
influential. It's also a book. It's a history book as well. It's a book that deals with all that subject matter equally.
Mm-hmm.
It is a self-help book. Mm-hmm. It is a book about the history of power
Mm-hmm.
and the theory of power. And Robert is pretty much a historian.
Yes.
And when I first met him, I knew he was smart. I knew he knew his history.
Very smart.
But obviously,
He could speak so many languages as well.
yes, he can. Quite an amazing person, Robert Greene.
And his knowledge is amazing.
Yes,
And then he told me he wanted to go to the clown school.
yes.
I thought it's really weird at the time.
Did he go to clown school eventually?
I think he told me he's researching
Ah.
the school of the clown, the circus clown.
Yes.
And he was talking about kind of serious.
Yeah.
And then I think it's because he interested humor
Yes,
and laugh.
yes.
He loved to try to analyze that, how the laugh
Yes.
is coming from, something like that. So that was the probably reason. The first time I met him, he played to me a Jewish record of all about the joke.
Jewish jokes.
Jewish joke. And then at the time, maybe my English wasn't that good, but he played everything, explained seriously how those humor is. I would like to listen again now. Maybe it's really funny, but
There's nothing better than someone explaining a joke in great detail.
anyway.
And also, Robert translated 2 books of mine, or he co-translated the Jacques Mazin book, and he translated a Guy Debord book for me for the Tom Tom Book Press. So Robert's a man of many talents. He is very famous.
Amazing.
You can see him on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. He's been interviewed by many people.
Yes, he worked with 50 Cents.
Yes. Robert is almost as famous as me, but maybe a little bit more famous. Maybe he's a bit more
Are you
famous.
jealous?
No. I actually see. I'm definitely on his team, Team Robert. Yeah. I read 48 Laws of Power. I read The Art of Seduction. If you if you're listening to this, Robert, I read your book. Seriously.
And then he gave me the picture of his dirty color white shirts. And then I paint. And I tried to sell him. And he never called me back since then.
We haven't heard from him since then, have we?
No.
Oh, interesting. Anyway, that is our friend Robert Greene. And who is Robert Greene? And we told you our point of view, who Robert Greene is. And we will hopefully see you next week or next episode. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.